Look, it's a flood.
The flood.
It's flooding.
Get away.
Quick, we need to get to higher ground.
Open the floodgates.
LaRussell thinks it's all part of God's plan.
Christy Gnome gets canned.
Michael B. Jordan deserves 2 Oscars.
Iran's going scorched earth. What a shocker.
As
The fear of the draft keep rising up and crashing through. This is Doc holding the Jesus pose the entire time.
And Ziggy, my flow was definitely thrown off with the flood.
Oh, somebody's camera shy. Somebody's camera shy. We got the cameras. Hey, shout out to the cameras. Shout out to the listeners. Enraged Peacock.
AC, the coolest cat named Slater.
A Thunder Knight.
Ryo and Andrew P. Raymer.
Shout out to the patrons. Shout out to all our new listeners too. We see you. We see you, even though we can't literally see you.
No.
But you can see us.
You can
now.
see us.
You can see us now.
Now, with the camera.
In color.
So,
That's
Doc.
a dated rape. Do you think any potential Gen Z listeners might get that actual? I guess yeah, because they still do stuff in black and white. Let me not be too unctified this early in the podcast.
Alright, so here's the thing. Black and white is great because if you only like one color, you just get designed with black and white as that color.
I don't know how you managed to say such problematic things. Like, it was like the way you said it sounded like you were gonna say something racist, but you were just talking about
design. Like, literally just talking about design.
Kind of the same way LaRussell was literally just talking about how we all God's children, but that got misinterpreted. We'll get to that. Yeah. You are here with your favorite weekly pop culture digest.
Taking the news happening around us and talking about how it shapes the culture that defines us
with our pop perspective.
To put the culture in context.
And make the mainstream make sense.
Because if we don't make sense, we don't make dollars.
Holla! At us on the Flood Pod. On everything.
And that's on everything.
On everything.
On everything.
And that's on everything. That's great.
So, we got to start out with abusing the algorithm. And this week's algorithm anthem is...
It's gotta be Heaven Sent, dog. I mean, I kind of teased it earlier, right? But, shout out to LaRussell for, just keeping the problematic energy up in the 2026. I mean, hey,
going full, doesn't matter if it's good or bad, as long as it's engagement.
Hey, listen, all right. So, in defense of LaRussell, because nobody is coming to this nigga's defense, right? He is getting cooked. He is getting fucking sauteed.
It's like
right
the type
now.
of thing where it's like, yeah, motherfucker, technically, you're correct. We get it.
He's pushing boundaries like an artist is supposed to do. Kendrick would be proud. Kendrick is probably geeked the fuck out.
It's the meme of the peasant where he's like, maybe we should improve society a bit. And then LaRussell comes out and he's like, but we live in a society.
Yeah, he really pulled a but we live in a society. That was big but we live in a society energy. Adolf too.
Don't forget Jeff.
Martin too. Everybody's yes. Fucking win by technicality, I guess.
Yeah.
TKO to you, LaRussell.
Yeah, no, that's something I said on Threads this week was I love when people argue technicality over morality.
Do we feel like this is a technicality over morality?
No, I just feel like a lot of people are arguing technicality over morality about a lot of things at this point. Technically, it's not a war.
Technically.
All right, so let me talk about this. I like the beat of this song.
I was gonna say technically, hip hop did kill rock music, but we'll get to that in a minute, Billy.
But I like the beat of that song.
Okay, so I let you listen to the actual song, and if you haven't listened to the actual song, you should go listen to Heaven Sent. It's not a bad song, even though the general consensus I've been getting from a lot of the folk is they're not really feeling LaRussell. I didn't have a problem with LaRussell. I like the energy homie bring, right? His new era Fresh Prince kind of West Coast rapidy rap is fine.
The second half of that song reminded me of a Kanye song from Life of Pablo called Lowlights.
It is very, it's like West Coast backpacky.
I love
it's
that
like
song,
hyphy
by the way,
backpacky.
and Kanye doesn't say a word in it.
So, I mean, I don't know. I didn't have a problem with LaRussell. And in full context, I don't actually have a problem with the song. Like I said, artist is gonna artist, and y'all didn't have a problem when Lil Nas X was getting crucified as gay Jesus. So,
and
I mean, some people did. Some people did. Right? But I don't feel like it's the same demographic of people who are upset at LaRussell, right? Like, a lot of people just feel... And, you know, him opening up the video segment that went viral, right? Because, like, he does... I don't know if you follow, homie. A lot of LaRussell's short form content lately has been snippets from like performances and stuff that he does at like these like fairs and stuff. He had one that went viral just recently of him and this little girl who was up on stage rapping his song. He did a song with Lil Jon, right? Like he's really like putting on for the Bay Area, like. But this joint here, it was clearly him trying to see what kind of like lyrical expressive boundaries he could push in a way to kind of I'm 14 and this is deep it. And
do you want to know what song
it definitely
reminded me of? Which is why I liked the beat.
Okay.
I was listening to that and I was like, oh, this reminds me of The Vent by Big Crit. So yeah, I said I liked the beat, but when I was listening to the beat, the whole time I'm thinking, damn, this reminds me of The Vent by Big Crit.
That song, though, is much more genuine in its introspectiveness,
Absolutely.
Whereas, like, I feel like LaRussell really tried to force the conversation here, right? And forcing an Epstein in the same conversation is not a good look.
Nope.
Not a good look in the big 2026. I mean, I don't know. I always feel like we shouldn't discourage artists from pushing the boundaries of expression. That's literally what artists are for. But that's not it. He definitely should have listened, as everybody's been saying. I personally feel like should have left that one like the engineer said. Have you been obsessing over anything in your algorithm lately?
Besides the Raptor?
Besides the Raptor. We'll talk about the Raptor. We'll get into some Threads lore here in a little bit, but I do, want to keep it entertainment.
But I'm not gonna lie, I'm really just listening to like the Expedition 33 soundtrack.
Damn,
that shit fucking slaps.
Okay.
Like it won best soundtrack video game at the Video Game Awards for a reason. Like that guy is just producing like Avicii level bangers for an RPG. Like, so
I found a new punk band with a song that I like, and I'm gonna play a little bit of it here for you.
Go for it.
And I want to get your reaction. This is Upchuck. This is Plastic by Upchuck.
This is the kind of music that makes me want to punch people. I like it.
Punch punk? Are we calling that punch punk?
Well, Circle Pit.
I don't know a whole lot about this band, but I can tell you that the album that this comes from is pretty much brand new. Just came out last year. It's called I'm Nice Now by Upchuck. So I've definitely been digging a whole lot of that lately. I don't know if I talked much about this other band that I've been really into, Sleepazoid. Yeah, Sleepazoid.
Run around in his underwear. Sleepazoid. Sleepazoid.
Right. But this is another like indie alternative band, very like early 2000s era ish. Right. I play New Age for you right now.
Like the crazy thing is like all these times I'm like, I just found a new band. Oh, they broke up 15 years ago.
From what I can see, a lot of these bands are fairly new, with the earliest of the ones that I've discovered recently being like 2016, right? So like 10 years, within 10 years, right?
I will say, Amazon's still going strong. Their first album came out in 2017.
So I, say all that to say that the idea that rock music is dead is kind of absurd if you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, so somebody with like that with a decent amount of notoriety in the rock community saying that rock music was suppressed to the point of extinction by the CIA and
what?
Had hip hop propped up in its place would be crazy, right? Right?
Yeah, that actually does.
So Billy Corgan went on a podcast just recently.
Oh my god! I'm so glad you hid this completely from me. Not only are the Smashing Pumpkins one of my favorite bands, the Smashing Pumpkins made my favorite song, but Billy Corgan is fucking nuts.
And I'm not sure what podcast it was, so we'll have to, figure that out. I would figure that out, but I don't want to cut into any more time than we're already in the recording of the segment, right? But this thing is 59 years old, and he's still going on about conspiracy. Listen, right? I enjoy me a good conspiracy. And we all know the CIA like to get his hands in the stuff,
and
right?
I enjoy conspiracies and the Smashing Pumpkins.
But this frontman for the Smashing Pumpkins, if you don't know now, Billy Corgan, right? I said Corgan earlier, but
allegedly
it's Corgan.
Bill Burr's half brother.
They do look alike, right?
do.
When I saw the video that I originally saw talking about this subject, had a thumbnail of him sitting on, and it was like fucking like the Alex Jones podcast or something, right? And I was like, why the fuck is Bill Burr on the Alex Jones podcast talking about how the CIA killed rock music? But Billy's whole theory, like conspiracy, is that rock music, by its nature, was too rebellious and anti-capitalist, right? So it was systematically phased out and replaced with hip-hop because hip-hop is cohesive with the capitalist mindset, right?
Get money.
Despite the fact and completely neglecting hip-hop's origins as a revolutionary art form, right? There is fucking Kendrick Lamar, but once again, rappers have...
Ooh. Would hip-hop exist without Malcolm X?
I don't have time to unpack that, right? But I will say that hip-hop does do a fantastically weird job of balancing being extremely capitalist friendly while also being a revolutionary art form, right? Like there is a ton of rebel anarchy aesthetic and motif in hip hop still, right? Especially when you look at artists like Kendrick Lamar or fucking Samarison or Big Crit or ASAP Rocky, right? But also all of those people are still about a fucking check and still want to get money. Cardi B is online all the time questioning the government and how the things are run, but she is also not afraid of showing off her Birkin bag collection. To
be fair, Cardi B is not afraid of most things.
Yeah, I'm sure she wouldn't be afraid of, debating Billy Corgan on whether or not the CIA used hip-hop to kill rock and roll, right?
How do you think Cardi B would handle a bear encounter? We're not going to go full grizzly bear. We'll say black bear. Like, how do you think she... Like, black bears are all, like, timid and shit. How do you think Cardi B would handle a black bear?
Doc, put the GIF up. Oh my God, what is that? What is that? No, like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm sure Cardi picked the bear too, right? But, just like with all of those women, if the bear actually showed up, I'm sure they would go, what the fuck? Just like I went, what the fuck, Billy? What the actual fuck? Just anything to get. I mean, hey, listen. Him and LaRussell was on the same kind of timing this week, if you ask
know what
me.
The crazy thing is Billy's on it like this, and he's managed to get the important original members back in the band.
Him and LaRussell was on the same kind of timing, if you ask me. Both of them was saying the right thing, they just said it the wrong way. Right? Like, yeah, the CIA got its hands in shit, and yes, there probably is something to be said about the lack of mainstream media attention that the current rock scene is getting, especially when there's a lot of good rock music that's coming out right now.
Yep.
Right? And rock concerts, from what I understand, or rock tours, festivals, are some of the highest selling shows across the globe. Right?
They're also getting really expensive. Like, Warped Tours come back, and they're like,
I mean,
hey, look, I know you loved all those bands. We also know you have a job now.
Didn't the Ticketmaster Live Nation antitrust suit just get thrown out?
I think so.
You guys tired of winning yet? You guys tired of winning?
I drove past a gas station today, and it said 407. And all I could say to myself was, fuck that dumbass motherfucker.
We're not there yet, but I will tell you that a friend of mine was trying to get tickets to go see Sammy Hagar just recently, and the cheapest seats, $400.
I mean, I told you my experience, like,
$400 for cheap seats.
per seat. For Sammy Hagar?
Yeah.
Who likes Sammy Hagar enough to spend more than $30?
Legacy, baby, is all about, unless you're Mike Tyson, it's all about legacy, baby. You gotta, like, come on, man. What are you talking about? They don't make them like Sammy anymore, so you gotta pay the money.
Oh, Mayweather already fought a Paul brother.
He's getting ready to fight Manny Pacquiao again, from what I understand. And not to stray too far away from the Ticketmaster Live Nation thing, because another reason that went viral this week, from what I remember, like the CFO or something like that was exposed during a deposition, a leaked text message deposition to, and I quote, be quoted say, we're robbing them fucking blind. They're fucking idiots. Nigga.
No, we know that you're robbing us blind. We see convenience fees. We just want to go to the fucking show, and we have to go through you.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? You don't get to be entertained. Get back the fuck to work. That's why that shit is funny to me, because that's literally how they think. Like, we'll talk about it later, but one, like, I can't remember if it was a Wells Fargo CEO or a Chase Bank CEO, but, like, went viral this week for being in, like, a fucking Congress hearing, being like, no, please tax us. Like, you have to tax us, because if you don't, they're gonna bring the guillotines out. It's like, the heat is up. I mean, everybody feels the heat, not just the Middle East. But we'll get to that, because we cannot finish this music segment without talking about my nigga. I mean, Monica. Everybody's favorite Mac Miller impersonator.
Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow.
I heard he's blacker now.
He wants you guys to know he's blacker now. And Monica is about a girl. It's not a play on words, even though everybody's chronically online, and the only way you've heard of Jack Harlow is if you are chronically online.
You know who Jack Harlow's favorite player is in college football?
Isn't it Tyler Hero?
No, it's Noah Kuniga. Spelled K-N-I-G-G.
You don't have to spell it. You don't have to spell it. I already know. The fucking memes, bro. Y'all got it. The internet is unforgiving.
It is pronounced Kuniga.
The internet is unforgiving. The memes of Jack Harlow on like other people's album covers,
yeah,
with like straight backs and shit.
Of course, I saw an Illmatic one.
Homie's not beating.
One of the first ones done.
Homie's not beating the Elvis allegations, bro. Get it out of here. Like this, I don't know if this is worse than the Jelly Roll situation or not. Are you hip to the whole Jelly Roll controversy, or like?
I mean, I know he's like a I love everyone. Stay with me, right leading fan base.
So Jelly Roll was also exposed just recently after a old clip of him talking about psyoping country music the way white rappers usually psyop black music went viral. It's pretty much him being like, I'll just fucking talk about Jesus and Carhartt and they'll fucking eat it up, bro, if this rap music, because if you don't know, Jelly Roll used to be a rapper. With straight backs. And in disgrace of Ryan Coogler's name, can they please stop? Like, Ryan Coogler literally came to the fucking Oscars, decked the fuck down with the cornrows, right? He had the guitar and the treble clef in his shit, right? So like, y'all like put some respect on the hairstyle. Anyway, Jelly Roll got, and like, to his credit, from what I see, he's been able to kind of skirt the allegations of him being a country psyop, even though he like whole ass admitted it. I don't know if he's claiming it's AI, but it's like a reverse Post Malone, right? Where like, yeah, I'm gonna do my White Iverson, right, and then I'm gonna go and put my Daisy Dukes back on after I sing a song with Marilyn Manson.
Post Malone just be shooting at every genre. Like, I saw him do a live cover of Nirvana. Like,
so remember a couple of years ago, we talked about it was like during the rise of Billie Eilish, there was an article that was discussing how we are in a post-genre era.
Yeah. When
you see things like Jelly Roll coming out as a, psyop or a plant, an industry plant in country music, even though I don't know if you can plant yourself as an industry plant, but or everybody's favorite, my nigga, pivoting and doing an R&B album after his rap music doesn't do well.
It's terrible.
Do we feel like we are?
It's bad as a white rapper when you come off as less authentic than Justin Bieber.
Like, some of the discussion I've seen around it, right, is like, it wouldn't be so egregious if he was actually kind of on point or like authentic with the appreciation he claims to have, right? Like, the reason why hip hop loved Mac Miller is because Mac Miller was authentic, right? And it was such a real authenticity that there was no questioning whether it was genuine or not.
Mac Miller always gave me Mac Kellerman vibes. One time I was told by a friend of mine, he's like, you remind me of Max Kellerman. And I did not realize how much of a compliment that was until years later.
I can see it. Do you feel like the no genre era is a cover up at this point for almost like an appropriation, or do you feel like in this day and age people
Industry
should be
plans
allowed
to make AI music more palatable?
Right, okay. So, yes and no, right? Because when you see black people doing like heavy metal music or like Asian people doing or K-pop, right? Like, you know, there are discussions right now happening in K-pop about the level of appropriation that is happening, right? And I hate to be the one to have to play devil's advocate here because I feel like my plate at the cookout is being slowly slid away from me.
Devil's advocate is like the white man's job.
But
we are the devil's advocates.
You are leaning into this Remick aesthetic a little bit too hard, right? Do we feel like people should be allowed to explore genres no matter their level of actual appreciation or not?
I don't think we can say they're exploring genres unless they're showing appreciation, as much as it's just them going, I like this sound.
Right, but then I don't know, because during this whole Jack Harlow thing, right, one of the things that came across my algorithm was the discussion that happened between Ebro and Lil Uzi when Lil Uzi went on Hot 97 and couldn't freestyle, right? And Ebro was like, nah, bro, that's like a rap tradition. Like, you come on a radio station and you gotta freestyle. And Uzi was like, I'm not that kind of hip-hop artist, bro. And Ebro was like, you can't call yourself a real rapper and you're not gonna last in rap music. But here we are, Ebro's no longer on the radio and Uzi is still like, if not still, a bigger hip-hop phenomenon than what he was at the time.
Did we ever hear anything more about his movie where he's running an underground Uno ring in Atlanta?
Lil Uzi?
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is that...
Or no, that was Lil Yachty.
Jack Harlow's attempt at Blue-Eyed Soul and cosplaying Common on the cover of his album is not really going over well.
No.
Especially...
Wait, that was the real album cover? Yeah. The Common homage was the real album.
It kind of looks like it's definitely...
It's straight up the Common cover.
Yeah, it looks like the cover of B. Right, the Common album.
It looks the same way the Common cover does, the same way that Eminem album cover looks just like the Beastie Boys album cover.
Oh, right. But, I mean, like, okay, so the Beastie Boys, right? Like, who helped introduce the world to acts like LL Cool J, right?
Yeah.
And have always had a canon place in hip-hop, right? Like, when you talk about white rappers at this point, the Mount Rushmore gotta be Mac Miller, Eminem, and the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe MC Search if you feeling frisky.
I mean, the Beastie Boys you have to count as one thing. Like,
yeah, I mean, they get to share like a fucking Cerberus head on the mountain.
Yeah, because, I mean, like, the Beastie Boys, they really are, like, they were the trio. Rest in peace to, I think it was Mike D, who was the DJ.
So, do we let Jack Harlow slide?
Fuck that guy. You kidding me? He had black people carry him over the mud at the Preakness.
That is egregious. That's egregious. You heard it here. Verdict.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. That's the verdict.
White guy says, fuck that guy.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick...
Hold on.
Wait. Oh, you have a...
Before we go to break, I had some music-related news.
Oh, okay.
So, there was a thread that got a little viral.
Little... I don't like the way you said that.
And one of them was...
It makes me want to stay away from the thread.
Leftists, please list your most conservative-coded views. Here's mine. This is what the one guy said. Dave Grohl really didn't do anything that bad. I say, Rockstar has child out of wedlock. Oh no. And then someone's like, what if it was your daughter? And I'm like, I was about to I didn't respond, but I'm thinking, I'm like, well, for me, personally,
do you want to? Yeah,
she's 22, and this is Dave Grohl.
I'm like, yeah. First and foremost,
I'm not a parent, so I can't even say. You have a daughter. I might need to like.
My initial thought was, if my grown-ass daughter comes to me dating a rock star, like, and one of considerable notoriety, maybe not like a Dave Grohl, right? Like, so we're not dealing with weird age play dynamics, right? But let's say
a non-problematic older rock star,
right? Well, no, not even older, right? Like, just say rock star, non-problematic rock star, somebody of notable celebrity fame, right? I'm gonna be like, baby, don't expect anything out of this. Enjoy this for what it is. But know
I'm
that
not gonna get in your way.
Yeah, but know that his lifestyle.
Know that this is weird. You're gonna have questions you're gonna want to answer.
It's not even that.
But
I'm like, know that this
please
lifestyle.
Let me meet him at least once.
See, no. Fuck no. No. I'm just going to be like, no, that this lifestyle is one that is live fast, die hard. And that is not one that is suitable for families, my man. So, whatever you're doing, enjoy yourself, but don't expect much.
But like when somebody asked me that, they were like, how would you feel if it was your daughter? And I'm thinking and I'm just like, and yeah, but it's Dave Grohl.
And like to answer that question, I told you not to expect much. I'm sorry, but I told you, baby. Now come on home, and if he comes over, you know the code to the safe.
But also, if he's cool, I got a lot of questions I want to ask him.
I don't want to talk to the person. No, go on. I don't care. Like, what are you? Like, you're here for a moment? Like, no.
For me, I would be like, I'm literally thinking, I'm just like, damn, my daughter got Dave Grohl.
Nah,
it's like the same thing as like the woman who is in like her 30s who just had Al Pacino's like kid, where it's like,
nah.
Oh, I have a kid from an old man. No, you have a kid from Al Pacino.
I'm like, even with my son right now, who is just now getting into the whole like talking to girls and dating phase, I'm much of a like, don't bring him around me until it's something serious kind of parent. I don't want to meet every little thing you get your nose open for. What the fuck? I don't have time and energy for my friends.
Except for me.
What do you think?
On Sunday.
What do you think I'm gonna do? Like, you think I'm gonna wingman for you? Like, no, I've given you all that I can. The rest is up to you. Like, get the fuck out of here.
He's giving it all to you.
You can, like, consult me every now and again, like a tutorial guild. But like, other than that,
all right, I'm gonna
I don't want to meet all your little girlfriends.
Before we go on break, I want you to think of, considering we've talked about 2 of them on this episode, the top 10 coolest people in the world. Break. So, while we were on break, you mentioned Lil Nas X. I wanted to look it up. His Satan Blood shoes, Air Max 95s, are currently going for anywhere from $1,300 to $10,000.
Yikes. Hey, get that bag, though. Get that bag that don't I still never found out what had this nigga butt naked and jacking it in the middle of, I don't know, was it Chicago that he was loose in the streets in? But I hope homie is getting well. Bring it in a little bit. It was a South Park reference. I don't know if you caught that, but
that one escaped me.
Naked and
what's your
jacking
favorite?
it.
What's your favorite South Park song?
I mean, naked and jacking it in San Diego is pretty up there.
I think mine right now might be "We Miss You, Randy."
We miss you.
We miss you, Randy. Where have you been?
God damn, man.
Seems such a long time since we've seen our old friend.
Wasn't the Book of Mormon a musical too?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
Trey and Matt and the writer
Really like musicals.
They were on Colbert this week.
They were on Colbert this week. Did they talk
either
about
Colbert or Kimmel? I know it wasn't Fallon because I saw the interview and I don't fuck Fallon.
Did they talk about the Kendrick movie?
No, that's supposed to come out this year, isn't it?
I don't. Damn, the Irish came out hard just now, which is so funny because it's never been to Ireland.
No, I have not. I've never actually left the East Coast of the United States with the exception of Ohio.
Damn. I mean, I say that like I've been any further than Louisiana once.
I've been all up and down the East Coast, but
Right. I mean, I've been to Germany. I almost did a foreign exchange student partnership program thing. That was a tongue twister.
I don't think I can get a passport right now because I'm a libtard. So
And it would have been me going to Ireland for like 6 weeks, I think, something like that. 2 months, somewhere around those lines. But it cost way too much money.
Yep.
Now I kind of wish I would have done that. I don't know if I can get my passport updated or not. You know, in Homeland Security. I mean, but then again,
But
they're
ICE
not
is
getting
gonna be at
paid right now.
airports.
Are they? Because they're not getting paid.
That's apparently going to be the thing. It's ICE is going to be at airports and getting paid while TSA isn't.
It's not. Hey, are you tired of winning yet? You fucking tired of winning yet? Cause we out here winning hard, baby. I mean, have the Dems haven't caved on funding ICE yet, have they?
I don't believe so.
Not at this moment.
I hope not.
At this moment, yeah. You could only hope not. I mean, listen, I could tell you one thing we were all hoping for that happened this week, and that was everybody's favorite Michael B. Jordan getting his goddamn Oscar for
Really,
Sinners.
I thought Timothy Chalamet was fantastic. in Marty Supreme.
I still have not seen Marty Supreme.
Neither have I.
I mean, there were a whole lot of crazy and chaotic moments from the fucking ending where like Tiana Taylor got into it with the security guard. I guess I don't. And like, first of all, why would you ever put your hands on Tiana Taylor? Are you crazy? Second of all, why would you ever put your hands on Tiana Taylor? Are you crazy?
I have to remember every time I hear the first name Tiana, it's like not that one.
I mean, so we all know that Best Actor went to Michael B. Jordan, right? Best Actress went to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, which I also haven't seen. Is that like a Hamlet thing? Damn, we really got to get up on it. We can't be pop culture.
We saw Sinners the day that shit came out.
This thing is like, I saw Sinners like 5 times.
I've only watched it twice, but I have seen it twice. And you and I saw it, that shit, the day that came out. Or was it just the weekend it came out? But we were there opening weekend for Sinners. Saying we're fucking culturally behind. We're culturally right there. Edited a week behind.
I would have voted for Obama a 3rd time. I was there. I was there when Ryan Coogler made history. I saw Black Panther 18 times.
I did see that one the day it came out.
If they re-released it in theaters,
I actually saw a matinee. The day I was one of like 6 people in the theater at the 2:00 showing of Black Panther.
Sean Penn won Best Supporting Actor for One Battle After Another, which I find really funny because I almost forgot that movie came out this year. And it won Best Picture. Leo being there, right? Yeah. And did you see the embrace, the non-homosexual passionate embrace between Leonardo DiCaprio and Michael B. Jordan? I say non-homosexual, right? Because you know the fucking Turning Point, the TPUSA types might have thought that hug lasted a little bit too long. But
Erica Kirk running her fingers through JD Vance's hair, that means
that's
nothing.
perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. It was perfectly heterosexual, right? But the fact that Michael B. Jordan couldn't stop crying, that got Maggie in a little bit of a tizzy, right? You know, they're a little bit upset, right? They feel like Sinners is a little too woke. Michael B. Jordan's a little
black people in it.
too in touch with, all that crying he was doing. And honestly, I feel like, once again, this is your reminder, men, that it is perfectly okay to cry about things that you are passionate about.
Yeah.
This nigga won an Oscar, and on top of that, he's like one of fucking 7 black guys that have won an Oscar, right? And at that young of an age, dude, that's history. I mean, history is being made that night. Ryan Coogler.
We've seen tears of joy from Michael B. Jordan and from Bad Bunny. And, that's the thing. Like, it's okay, man. It's okay to cry. It's okay to let your emotions go. Like, sometimes the moment overwhelms any one of us.
Ryan Coogler won for Best Original Screenplay. Best Animated Feature, of course, went to fucking K-Pop Demon Hunters, because how the fuck could it not? Like, I was watching Walmart cringe.
Did Golden win Best Song?
Hold on. Yes, in fact it did. Because how the fuck could it not? I was watching Walmart cringe last night, and there were 3 videos of store managers singing songs from K-Pop Demon Hunters to employees during a motivational PR meeting thing. And I'm just like, retail is not worth that. It's already stressful enough to be fucking cussed out by some Karen because you won't honor a fucking coupon she found wrinkled up at the bottom of her fucking purse. But then you gotta do fucking employee motivational meetings where your fucking boss gets to do impromptu karaoke and force you guys to sit through that shit? Absolutely not. Absolute capitalism needs to die now, if that's what we've come to. I can't get 4 fucking lanes open at Walmart at one time, but you're back there in the fucking break room singing K-Pop Demon Hunters during everybody's paid break, right? Because it's not like they did that shit. No, we're not taking time out from you being able to stock the shelves for that shit. But I will let you know that this song is culturally significant in many ways. So much so that now they can say it's Oscar worthy.
So, Best Picture went to one battle after another. Now, there's a theory going around as to why Sinners didn't win. And it's because of the ownership after 20 years clause in Coogler's contract. They don't want him to have ownership of a Best Picture film outside of the studio system.
I mean, it makes sense.
He has an Oscar-winning film.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have the Best Picture.
I mean, Best Cinematography went to the cinematographer Autumn from Sinners, right? So it was
Best Screenwriter, Best Cinematographer, Best Actor, and Best...
Yeah, so they got Best Original Score, which is different from Best Original Song. They got Best Cinematography, Best Original Screenplay.
Wait. They got Best Original Song over Golden.
No, they got Best Original Score. Golden got Best Original Song.
So the ones for Sinners were Best Original Score.
Yes.
Best Original Screenplay.
Yes.
Best Actor.
Yes.
And Best
Cinematography. Yes,
okay.
So that's the 4, right? And I do find this conspiracy a little interesting, right? Because Best Adapted Screenplay went to PTA's One Battle After Another, right? Paul Thomas Anderson, right? You like how I did that there? Anyway, no. So it's like their way of plausible deniability, and Best Supporting Actor went to Sean Penn for one battle after another. Right? So it's like they could say, oh, well, we were being diverse in our selection choice for awards, right? And Sinners got its notoriety that night. Everything is fine.
The Oscars never actually specify which role Michael B. Jordan won for.
He deserved 2. Give that man 2 Oscars. And once again, specifically for the thing, for the rig that he had to wear to film that stupid shit. I mean, not stupid shit. The movie is fantastic, right? But every time I think about this...
Yeah, the fucking camera shit he had to wear.
Yeah. I mean, give that man his flowers. That shit...
It's like you said. It's like trying to get Sir Ian McKellen to wear that shit.
Yeah, absolutely not. That man quit after filming Lord of the Rings because he was like, what's with all the fucking green screen? What do you mean he's not actually here in front of me? How the fuck am I supposed to...
I haven't had to do this shit since X-Men.
You want me to talk to a tennis ball? You want me to...
I premiered Shakespeare, sir.
And Michael B. Jordan was like, yeah, hook me up to the POV camera. I've seen blacks before. I can do this. Like... That's degrading. I should... There's no reason.
You know what? Like, all right. Think of a despicable movie character in history, and just think about who would be like the most offensive person to approach it for. Because when you said that, and we're talking about Sinners, what would be the most offensive thing? It would be to cast Ian McKellen as the Klan member who sold them the juke joint.
And gets fucking pieced up in the end. Jesus, Swiss cheese the fuck down. Sir Ian McKellen doesn't deserve that.
No.
Especially because he would bring
Sidney Poitier does not deserve to be in Samuel L. Jackson's role in Jurassic Park, where he gets 2 minutes of screen time and then eaten alive by raptors. Happy Raptor, everybody.
Yeah, that's a waste of Sidney Poitier. That's a total waste of Sidney Poitier.
However, Deadpool 2 made the best use of their total waste of Brad Pitt.
I feel like Deadpool and Wolverine made perfect use of their waste of Wesley Snipes.
Their waste of a lot of things.
I still can't get over Channing Tatum as Gambit.
That movie is the definition
make a name for myself.
That movie is the definition of junk food pop culture.
It feels like Ryan Reynolds made epic movie again. And everybody was like, this is fine.
How many years away are we from Deadpool as Van Wilder?
Now I'm just wondering what a Deadpool movie
Van Wilder at the Xavier Institute for Gifted Youngsters.
Now I'm just wondering what a Deadpool movie directed by Keenan Ivory Wayans would be like.
Ooh, what about a Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters directed by Wes Anderson? How many awkward still frames can you have?
Oh man, I'm still waiting for season 2 of X-Men '97.
Yep. That would in fact get me to turn my Disney back on.
Yeah, hey,
I know Daredevil Born Again season 2 is out and I haven't even turned it on.
Oh, have you seen the trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day yet?
I did see the trailer.
So, do you think we're getting Man Spider? Or do you think that was just homage to the original Spider-Man trilogy? Right? There's a lot of Easter eggs in this, right?
I think we're gonna get a lot.
We're getting Frank Castle,
it
right?
Seems like every Spider-Man movie that's come out. All right, so first of all, Tom Holland broke the curse.
Yeah.
He's the first person to be in 4 Spider-Man movies.
Oh, true.
Yep, he's the first one to be in 4 Spider-Man movies.
But we are in a world post remembering who Peter Parker is.
It's nice to see Peter Parker having a shitty life again.
Yeah, no sexy Aunt May, which is, always terrible. Rest in peace,
She's
Marissa
dead
Tomei.
and nobody remembers.
Not really, but yeah, except for Peter, which is rough.
Marissa Tomei, no.
Oh no, Aunt May! God, man, it's terrible jokes.
But yeah,
I'm excited. Right, this does not. This looks like a good continuation in the Spider-Man series.
Yeah.
Right. I do feel like we are probably approaching the end of Tom Holland's run. As
I need to know if
Spider-Man,
if he returns in Avengers Doomsday.
He's got to.
Yeah.
I feel like we will get. This will probably. I don't think we'll get. I don't know. If I had to make a prediction, we'll probably get one more Spider-Man movie after this, and I don't know if that will come before or after his feature in Doomsday.
We'll see.
It depends on how this movie ends up, right? But
Harambe is set to return in Avengers Doomsday, which would reset the timeline.
I meant to mention it in our algorithm abuse section, or algorithm obsession section, but I finished Dungeon Crawler Carl, the first book in the series, which is apparently an 8-book series at the moment, and there was a Harambe reference in the end, and I was like, oh yeah, but you know what?
He really was a cultural touchstone.
It was one of the first times that I have read a book with modern cultural references, and they didn't feel hand-fisted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it flowed nicely the way Matt Dinniman wrote them into the book. So once again, if you haven't yet and you do read, if you don't, you should.
You should read, and especially check out on Amazon A Focus on Distractions, written by Dan Glennon.
Also, Dungeon Crawler Carl, written by Matt Dinniman. Anyway, back to Spider-Man. I don't know, man. I'm kind of anxious, though, because, like, the last Marvel phase, I don't know if it was the
Marvel
cultural
has a lot of good faith to earn back.
I don't know if it was the cultural discussion or not that I really feel like soured the last phase for me, right? Because randomly here and there, I will watch episodes of things like She-Hulk or the Marvels, and they're not bad. They're just not
good.
No. They're just not WandaVision. See, there we go with the arbitrary standards,
like,
right?
Loki and WandaVision were so good.
Yes, but nigga, when you go back and you rewatch some of your favorite shows growing up, you realize that they don't hold up the same way. And I think
some of them do, some of them don't.
No, a lot more of them don't than what you're willing to admit, but you're willing to give them a pass because of what they meant to you at the time.
WandaVision, however, is objectively fantastic.
Well, yeah, that one clearly was given the budget to be award-winning, to draw in the attention for the rest of the shows, which were probably meant for Marvel's younger audience, which is used to fucking Disney shows, right? Like iCarly. Now, if you're somebody who just got done watching iCarly and then you turn on She-Hulk, do you think you're looking at it through the same critical lens that you or I, who are like pop culture obsessed, would be?
I don't know. Are they watching the episode where Meg Thee Stallion twerks with She-Hulk?
If you were watching Avatar and Katara did a little fucking twerk in the middle of a scene where they were all dancing and having fun, and you were 14, you would be like, oh my god, that's fucking awesome.
I mean, Katara is my favorite character from that series.
And if she did a little fucking twerk in the middle of like
I'd be like, yeah, girl power!
Exactly. So once again, as I said, as time has been removed and we are away from some of the critical hype of the second phase shows, I think when you go back and you rewatch some of them, you will see that they are fun for what they are. Right? Like, I don't know why we would expect a WandaVision level storyline from She-Hulk.
What is grief but love persistent?
Sure, but I don't think that everything...
WandaVision was certainly, like... WandaVision and Season 1 of Loki were unbelievably good.
Yes, they were prime time television, but where is the silly nigga? Everything is
also,
so serious.
We also... Like, WandaVision specifically was COVID. So that was, like, any primetime premiere.
Yeah, but you know what else was
like,
COVID?
All we had.
You know what else was COVID? Fucking Tiger King. And does that shit hold up now? No. But was it gripping and entertaining in the moment? Yes. Yeah. So if you're a fucking kid, which... Once again, we're talking about superhero movies and TV shows.
I remember ESPN breaking down the newest episode of The Last Dance like it was fucking game tape.
But that's The Last Dance, right? Like, I'm not looking for real compelling insight from Stephen A. Smith on his favorite Pokemon. Right? Which people...
Or really anything at this point.
Yeah, buddy. But I think when we go, like, once again, I'm saying that given time, I think the second phase of Marvel will be looked at less harshly than what it was in the moment.
We're in phase 4, man. I think we're about to start phase 5.
Yeah, that's so to my point.
Phase 4 has been...
Phase 3. No, has Phase 4 even really started yet? What was the beginning of Phase 4?
The end of Endgame.
No, that wasn't the beginning of Phase 4.
Yeah, it was.
No, it was. That was the beginning of at least Phase 3, right? And then we got, like I said, the Marvels, Moon Knight, which was good, right?
It was fine. It was watchable.
I think you niggas have way too high standards. I never finished
Civil War or Secret Invasion.
I think you have way too high. Yeah, I didn't even begin
Secret
to
Invasion
watch
was bad.
Secret Invasion. I didn't even begin to watch that. And
that's
fair.
It was bad.
It's fair to say some things are bad, but I think once again, when you people are spoiled, once you get a taste of something like a WandaVision or a Loki, you're like, okay, everything has to be like this, or don't give me anything
Echo
else.
Series?
Do we need a live action One Piece? One Piece isn't even finished yet.
Yeah, but it's fun.
There you go.
Yeah, but the thing
there
is,
you go.
That's
why not
One Piece.
Explore the story?
That's One Piece. That's
no,
like one of the
no,
greatest pieces of modern fiction.
Okay, and it's not even finished yet. And it's not even finished yet.
A character that me, who grew up on Marvel Comics, never fucking heard of.
You, the person who also complains there are too many remakes and not original stories being told.
Yeah, but One Piece is GOAT.
Christ's sakes. You niggas are spoiled. And then you've got the nerve to complain about, and that's why Hollywood is fucked up now. That's why we're stuck in the reboot cycle, and they're afraid to test the waters with new and interesting tales. And thank God for low budget indie films again. I feel like we are kind of seeing the beginning of a new era of indie, maybe not necessarily low budget, but like indie films, especially on the precipice of like a Sinners and a Marty Supreme. And I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson is not like an indie director, but like One Battle After Another is definitely a unique story that was told, right? I'm not gonna jump on the superhero movie bubble bursting chain, but I will say that thank God there are some like new fucking, I mean, Frankenstein was fucking fantastic, and yeah, I know that's not like a new movie, but like
that's one I do need to watch.
Oh, that
I do need to. I want to ask you though, There's a lot of cool people in these movies. There's a lot of cool people in these movies.
Are you ready for the cool people discussion?
Let's talk about the coolest people in the world.
After this break. Good.
So, we were talking about some pretty cool people in the last segment. Wouldn't you say? Some of the people we were talking about were pretty cool.
Indeed. Everybody fucks with Gandalf, right? That's like the OG pipe wizard, right?
Yeah, so, I was thinking, like, who are the coolest people?
Who are the coolest people? I mean, cool is pretty subjective. I mean,
like, I'm talking about, like, right now, real life. Who are the coolest people?
I'm talking about right now, in real life. Who are some of the people that are holding it down? Well, I don't know. Who is somebody that you would think is one of the coolest people alive?
Paul McCartney.
Now? Paul McCartney. Is Paul McCartney still kicking it with us?
Paul McCartney is still kicking.
And in your opinion, Paul McCartney obviously at this point has probably hit like whatever the like white people version of OG status is.
Yeah. No, like he's a Beatle, dude.
I mean, he's a Beatle, dude.
Like, yeah.
I mean, I get it. I understand it's Paul McCartney. But you also know how I feel about the Beatles. Like, yeah, the Beatles are influential, cultural phenomenon and whatnot.
I mean,
it's argued to
Paul
be
McCartney for Mick Jagger.
It's argued.
Actually, I would say Mick Jagger is cooler than Paul McCartney.
Yeah,
Mick Jagger's cooler than Paul McCartney. I'm gonna go with Mick Jagger.
Paul McCartney is probably less problematic.
Oh,
than
for sure.
Mick Jagger,
but I don't think he's as cool as Mick Jagger.
Right.
The whole thing with the Rolling Stones is that they were problematic. Paul McCartney and Mick Jagger. I feel like they have like the most OG like cool status.
You know, it's funny. I keep thinking, and it's like one person in like the first person that pops into my mind when you say like Paul McCartney and Mick Jagger, right? Is like Snoop Dogg. And like Snoop Dogg held that status.
But now I'm like, it might be Dr. Dre.
Yeah, even Dre, right? I don't know. LL Cool J, right? I mean, literally. Ladies love Cool James. Like, he was like the hip hop guy, right? Like as far as like the Beatles are concerned or whatever, right? Like, I mean, Andre 3000, right? That's another one, right?
Andre 3000 is more like a legendary Pokemon.
Nah, fuck that. Andre 3000 is so fucking cool. This nigga can wear fantasy. Like, this nigga was like cosplaying characters ain't nobody ever seen before. Characters he made up. Him and Erykah Badu made up together. And then he would go out and dress like that. Andre 3000 is so cool. This nigga did something weird and experimental and risky and put out a flute album. And he knew everybody wanted to hear him rap. He knew goddamn well what we wanted. And he was like, do you know how scary that would be? Do you think Paul McCartney would fucking do that? Like, everybody's been waiting for a new Paul McCartney album, and instead of doing that, he comes out and does some EDM shit.
He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame 3 times. For the Beatles, Wings, and his solo shit.
All that is still like soft rock though. Like,
he's Paul McCartney. What do you expect?
Yeah, and it's Andre 3000 and we got a flute album. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know how people were like, what the fuck? He made a flute album.
And how do you think people would feel?
I mean, do I think it's badass personally? Yes. Did I listen to the whole flute album? No.
And how do you fucking think people would feel if Paul McCartney came out and did like an accordion album? Like
probably
a whole,
the same way.
Like a whole like Spanish.
When Andre made a flute album.
And fucking. With Bad Bunny on the production, and fucking Paul McCartney comes out and does a reggaeton album.
All right,
like when Snoop Dogg changed his name to Snoop Lion and did a reggae album.
I'm gonna give some Gen Z love. One of the coolest people in the world right now, Sabrina Carpenter.
Ooh, okay, we like that though. We love us some Sabrina
Carpenter,
over
I
here.
think, is one of the coolest people in the world right now.
That new song, that new single she's got out, When Did You Get Hot, is pretty. I don't know if you've heard it, but I'm like,
also hearing on this
like,
whole
that girl
Chappell
don't miss.
Roan controversy,
that girl don't
where
miss.
Chappell Roan is like getting, torn apart for sicking security on an 11-year-old. Apparently, Sabrina Carpenter just throws on a brown wig and goes about her business.
Tough. I will see your Sabrina Carpenter, and I will raise you a millennial Hillary Duff.
Ooh, universally beloved. I don't know if I'd say she's cool as much as she's universally beloved.
I feel like Hillary Duff is a very chill version of cool.
But
right?
I don't know if Hillary's
she's
cool.
the kind of that we will not put any disrespect on the Hillary Duff here. Okay,
I'm not
sir?
disrespecting
Because
Hillary
I
Duff.
feel like
in
Hillary
any
Duff
stretch.
is the kind of like mom that would like hit the J and then be like, all right, guys, don't get in any trouble, but let me hit it once, right? Like, as long as you were old enough and chill, right? Like, Hillary Duff, I feel like, is chill like that. So,
Hillary Duff has the mindset where it's like, I'll smoke with you, but I'm not going to be the first one to smoke with you.
Yeah, I'm not, we're not, and I'm not going to encourage it either, right? Like, you're still grounded, but thanks for this.
Two others, considering one presented the award to the other, Robert Downey Jr. and Michael B. Jordan.
You know, I feel like Robert Downey Jr. has definitely aged into his cool persona very gracefully, right? Whereas somebody like a George Clooney, who I'm gonna go ahead and throw on my list of cool motherfuckers, right?
He is a cool motherfucker.
And like, fucking Sam Jackson is a cool motherfucker.
He's a cool motherfucker. I
Like,
cannot believe I forgot him.
like, if I had to, goddamn, right? Like, if you had to think of cool, especially like older cool motherfuckers, right? Like the elder cool motherfuckers, right? Like that right up there, right? Like, Sam is somebody who will keep it real with you, and you couldn't do anything but respect it.
In all respect to when I say the elder black community, I want to put
The
also on this
hesitation
list,
in your voice.
because she does not look old. I want to put on this list Michelle Obama.
Oh, okay. I'll see your Michelle Obama and I'll raise you a Queen Latifah. Like, because, like, first of all, I don't really feel like Queen Latifah gets enough respect. I know, like, the community gives Queen Latifah her respect, especially because she's, like, also the Equalizer now, like the Denzel movies. Now she plays the Equalizer on TV, which is badass. I respect that for the queen, right? And she also did the rapper to actor thing, and I don't feel like she gets a lot of credit for how successful she was for that. Will Smith wasn't the only one to get a TV show deal, right? Living Single was her show.
Who's cooler, Barack or Michelle?
That's tough. They're like the Wonder Twins, right? Where it's like, on their own.
Michelle feels effortless. Barack at times feels try hard.
Does Barack feel like a tryhard to you?
A little bit.
I mean, I feel like I'm gonna have to go ahead and make the controversial statement here and say that's because Barack is dealing with a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Barack's media training has to be like A1. Especially right now. Apparently,
Michelle's
online,
ability to keep a smile through those 8 years was amazing.
and I'm gonna go ahead and take Barack Obama, despite all the controversy. That's probably the fucking. I mean, who else do y'all have? It's not Bill Clinton at this point because he's on the Epstein list. Y'all gotta go with JFK, right? And I mean, if we had to put them up one on one, I feel like Barack Obama is fucking sunning JFK every time. First of all, don't let me go in on your mans and the fact that he was like fucking crippled from the get-go. If it wasn't for all the meds, JFK was barely functioning, right? And that's no disrespect to the man and the work that he put in, but I'm also thinking about them balling up in a game of one-on-one and Barack absolutely menacing the shit
All right, so
out of John F. Kennedy
So-
in front of his little brother, so RFK has to grow up with the memory of watching his. Yeah, can you imagine RFK growing up with the memory of watching his uncle getting dunked on by Barack Obama?
would that be more indelible or less indelible than his uncle's brains getting splattered?
Oh, absolutely worse. Absolutely worse. Can you imagine, like, the teabag, too? Can you imagine, like, Barack Obama going up for the fucking
And he
insane
wakes
Jordan
up in the
dunk?
middle of the night and he's like, and he was black!
Just seeing JFK get full Barack Obama nutsack in the face and then drop into the ground like a little bitch while Barack is hanging on the rim, tongue out like a fucking savage.
All right, well, here, I want to throw some other people out there.
You're like,
I want to throw some other people out there.
This is madness.
Usher.
True. I'll give you that. And I will see your Usher, and I will raise you a Michael Jordan. Because, I mean, can, like, literally...
He's an asshole, but he is cool. I was going to say, like, what other, like, NBA players, because the first two that came to mind were LeBron and Anthony Edwards, also known as the other N-word. But the thing
Repeat
is, LeBron
listeners
is
will
corny.
get that joke.
LeBron is corny.
Okay, I mean, but that's like, see, I would love to throw Will Smith on this list as well, right? Because, like, up until the slap, right, it's arguable that Will was probably one of the coolest motherfuckers in Hollywood.
Now,
right?
like, I'm gonna say, likable does not mean cool. I would not call Zoran Mamdani one of the coolest people.
Motherfuckers. Yeah, no.
He's one of the most likable, but he's not one of the coolest.
Cameron, unless you're Ray J, right? A lot of people think, you know, I mean, Cameron literally made it. People will say Kanye made it cool for people to, like, you know, dress fashionably. But Cameron was out there rocking the pink mink with the pink Range Rover way before Kanye was doing that shit with the Louis Vuitton backpacks.
Is the coolest athlete that's currently playing?
The coolest athlete that's currently playing,
and they have
in
to
any
be cool.
sport.
Like, if you don't know about them, they're not cool, right? That seems pretty obvious. Like, you know who Pat Mahomes is, you know who Shohei Ohtani is, you know who Anthony Edwards is, Kevin Durant, you know who the superstars are. Who's the coolest athlete right now?
Didn't Kevin Durant just beat Michael Jordan's record for the
he did just pass him in all-time scoring.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I love Kevin Durant,
but you
I
can't
think
be
Kevin
cool
Durant
with
is
them ashy ass
hilarious.
ankles, Kevin.
He now has a sponsorship with with CeraVe.
Yeah, Kevin is like, that was fucking like 2010, buddy. Okay.
He's like, I'm the only NBA superstar with a lotion deal. And,
Shaq has entered the chat.
Hey, Icy Hot don't count.
No, Gold Bond. Wasn't it Gold Bond? They make lotion too.
That's where Kevin Durant goes, only active player.
Also, Shaq is pretty cool. Like, he dated hoops. Like, Shaq is
cooler than Charles.
He's been a superhero.
I wouldn't say
he's been a rapper. He's been a police officer.
Because, like, Shaq is too
He's a
goofy
DJ.
For me. He's cool, but he's too goofy for me to put him on the top 10 cool list.
I mean, that's fair, but, like, when you're looking at successful NBA stars, right? He's got his own shoes. He's also, like, you know, he goes out of his way to point out the fact that, like, he makes his shoes available for cheap because he remembers what it was like growing poor, and that's pretty fucking cool, right?
You know who else remembers growing up poor? Michael Jordan. He don't give a fuck.
Nope. Not at fucking all.
Republicans buy sneakers, too.
Shit, man. I don't know, man. It's so subjective, really, to say, like, what is or who is cool, right? Because I mean, I can tell you, I saw something pretty fucking cool today from somebody that I've always thought was a dope person and kind of just had that confirmed. But fucking Mick Foley put out a video.
Yeah!
Mick Foley, Mankind put out a video where he kind of is trying to like sit down and talk to Trump supporters who are on the fence about how like we're supposed to be better than this.
Mick
or
Foley
we
has
can
always
be
been on the
better
right
than,
side of history.
I mean, Mankind, Mick Foley, pretty fucking
Mr.
cool.
Sacco will put some shit in your mouth.
John Cena, pretty fucking cool. Like the guy has the world
John Cena.
record. Yeah.
John Cena actually might. Idris Elba.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Also a DJ.
So Shaq.
I said that. You argue Shaq is too goofy to be cool, and I'm
all right.
like,
So let's make a real quick list of all like the people we've talked about. List off the ones that you're like undoubtedly like the coolest.
Damn. You expect me to remember everybody I listed on just now? George Clooney, for sure. Denzel Washington, obviously.
Yep, definitely qualifies. You're hesitating.
I mean, who are some people that you named?
No, I asked you for your list.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember all the people that I listed just now.
Clooney, Denzel,
Uh,
Paul McCartney, Mick Jagger,
LL Cool J.
LL Cool J. All right, how about this? I'll name them, and then you tell me to include them. How's that sound?
Do they have to be alive? We're still talking people that are alive, right? Yeah, alive
Yeah, no,
right
all
now.
people are alive.
Okay,
Cardi
well,
B.
you Michael B. Michael B. Jordan. Fucking Bad Bunny, right?
Sabrina Carpenter?
Yes.
What about an athlete? I'll throw you Shohei Ohtani, LeBron James, Anthony Edwards, and
Shaquille O'Neal.
sure.
Okay, I mean, okay, I will give you the
Of those
technicality.
three, who do you think is the coolest?
Check. I would. I have like, you know. Did you not see Shazam when you were a kid? No, probably not. That was probably beyond like before
You mean
your
the movie
time.
that doesn't exist starring Sinbad?
No, that's.
You're thinking Kazam.
Oh, I am thinking Kazam. Shazam. Shazam. Damn, caught in 4K. No, Michael B. Jordan. Or no, I said Michael B. Jordan, but that's because I was thinking Michael Jordan, right? We have a lot of actors on this list of cool people.
Also, I want to make sure that we include some badass women on here.
I mean, Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. Cardi B.
Cardi B. I feel like who was we named somebody earlier that wasn't fucking Cardi B or Sabrina Carpenter or Michelle Obama. Oh, Queen Latifah. Duh.
I feel like there's someone that's even more. I feel like Viola Davis should take that spot more than Queen Latifah.
That's a wild statement. What is your attachment to Viola Davis compared to Queen Latifah? We're talking living single. We're talking set it off. We're talking not. All
right, I've relinquished. I feel like Queen Latifah does not fit. But my response to saying Viola Davis also does not fit. But I also feel like neither one of them fit.
I feel like your pushback on Queen Latifah is weird considering the inclusion of Paul McCartney.
The list that you and I have currently running does not have Paul McCartney.
But you are going to throw part of Paul McCartney on there, and you know it.
I also have Dave Grohl written down.
And if you could have Dave Grohl, I could have Queen Latifah. That's weird.
If I could have Dave Grohl, that means we have to include Jeffrey Epstein.
LaRussell would agree. LaRussell would agree. And on that note, I'm taking a piss.
Break. And it's time for
Sick Sad World.
the news. It's the news part at the very end.
Hey, listen. You would rather be here than MS Now. So, I mean, you know, let's keep it 1,000. And by keeping it 1,000, I mean over 1,300 people so far have been killed in the Iran.
I literally was on my way here and saw a gas station say 407 and just said under my breath, fuck that fucking idiot.
It's actually probably more than 1,300. At least 1,300 Iranians have been allegedly killed in the conflict so
They're
far.
hiding the amount of American casualties and or injuries.
I learned this week that casualty does not mean fatality.
No.
Casualty means incapacitation, right? So like somebody who
As
is
far
no
as I know,
longer
there have been at least
able to
7
function.
fatalities.
Yes. Which is why they are hiding the number of casualties.
Because this motherfucker is a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, because apparently this is a gambit that has been presented to several presidents for, I don't know, but didn't Netanyahu say the last 40 years? And all of them have gone, nah, probably not. Nah, I don't think we will be doing that. Was the fucking cat old man Steve Rogers? No, I don't think. And Trump was the first
remember in
one.
Star Wars episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, where Obi-Wan goes, I have the high ground, Anakin?
Yeah.
That's Iran. All the time.
Every time.
They're literally a country in the mountains.
Yeah. It's part of the reason why nobody fucks with Appalachia, right?
Yeah, it's like trying to attack Wano in One Piece.
You leave the hillbillies alone. They are literally a country of hillbillies. And we are like overly religious. Okay. So
Hillbillies with nuclear capabilities.
Not literally a country.
Where our warriors will go and execute with optimum lethality.
I don't like.
How's my head set?
I have
not drunk enough.
I know people, right, like that I'm close with that are legitimately like, no, Iran is a threat, right? And it's like, and like clearly by their actions, they are a threat, right? But it is more of a fucking you poke the hornet's nest kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? In an attempt to it is literally a video of a guy climbing on a ladder with a fucking Dixie cup, like a red Solo cup, to a hornet's nest, trying to get rid of that shit.
Or like the comic where the guy's riding his bike and he sticks the stick in his front wheel.
No, because Iran is now it's bombing all of the countries around it. So it's like everybody's standing around that guy filming him going, no, Carl, don't fucking do it, right?
I
Is
swear to
also
God,
getting stung.
2 weeks ago, gas prices started with a 2.
That was the one thing I was willing to give him credit on. And even though there was nowhere it got down to $1 or something as he was fucking claiming, right? But it was pretty low. He was getting pretty low, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe the tariffs are working. And now we haven't even gotten a little bit of oil from Venezuela, right?
407 as I was on my way here.
Maybe if we had waited to get some of that oil from Venezuela, I might be like, okay, they're just doing a dumb war in Iran again.
The highest I've ever seen in my life in this area is 450 something.
It's pretty bad. No, this is
if it gets past 450 something, it's literally gonna be like, all right, why are we all not throwing water balloons at the White House right now?
I mean, people who trade in oil futures are making a killing right now, allegedly, from what I understand, because oil is trading on the international market at over $140 a barrel. It's gross. It's gross out there right now. There are South Asian countries who are instituting gas rations, right? Fucking certain
you
cars.
can only fill up with your license plate on odd days?
No, you can only
some Carter administration
only
shit?
drive your car on odd days, nigga. Yeah, it's getting that bad over in certain Asian countries, right? It's actually
God, that fucking dumbass.
Yeah, it's not great. It's certainly not.
How do you want to
good.
celebrate when it happens?
So I don't know
when it happens.
I don't know which it is gonna happen first
But
at this point, and that's what's kind of bothering me.
Then I'm talking about happens. How should we celebrate? Champagne. I feel like we should pop bottles on.
Do you
stream.
think that we'll be able to import champagne by the time that it happens? Like
sparkling
literally
wine with the words written in fancy cursive.
Sparkling 19 crimes, because that'll be the only wine we get, and that's the only wine we deserve. Fucking American swine.
I guess I should buy a bottle of champagne
while you can.
While I can.
And I'm over here like getting,
but,
like,
we're
giggling.
We're absolutely going to celebrate when it happens. I never wish for someone's death, but I will admit that I feel better when certain people are gone, and that the world is a better place now that they are.
How many different AI versions of him doing the YMCA do you think will be posted that day?
I hope that they just make sure that they get the hand motions the way Charles Barkley does eating churros.
Yo, it's I mean, he had a health scare the other day, from what I understand.
He's having health scares every time he shows up on camera.
It is getting pretty rough for Donnie at this point. And it does feel like we are doing a last hurrah kind of thing on the way out. Where
that motherfucker doesn't know how to use an M-dash.
They couldn't figure out which lame duck country to go after, and he was just really insistent on Iran, and they were like, fuck it, guys. He's got let's 3 months
with the
left.
Worst possible option.
They were like, okay, man, he's got like 3 months left. Just fucking bomb Iran for a little bit. It'll be like 2 weeks, and then we'll make some kind of deal, and yeah, it'll be fine. And then Iran was like, oh, absolutely the fuck not. And they're like, fuck. And he's like, yes, I'm so excited. They're like, yeah. They're gritting their teeth like, yes, sir. It's all looking so fantastic.
I'm just seeing like a deep state agent and an Iranian agent in the Oval Office at the same time, and the deep state agent pours poison in the tea, and then the Iranian agent like sneaks over after and pours the antidote in.
Yeah, it does feel like I keep a few of...
It's like, no, we want you to keep stepping on your toes.
Yeah, a few of the channels that I follow keep calling him a Manchurian candidate, and you know, I know it's been like, that's been the theory since Russiagate, but like this, it just feels like haphazard. It really feels like a bad reboot of Cocoon, where the like old people come back and get power one more time, and they're like, yeah, like let's...
The world is fucked up because of 3 old white people. 3 old white people are ruining the world right now.
It's not just 3 old white people,
but
dude.
if those 3 old white people were gone...
I mean, Peter Thiel is pretty old, but he's not like that old, right? The fucking...
I mean, you know what 3 old white people I'm talking about,
yes,
right?
I do know what 3 old white people... But
Trump, Netanyahu, and...
Prince Andrew?
Putin.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about Putin because he's been so quiet in his failures for so long now.
Like, it's 3 old white people that
Putin is
ruining the world right now.
Putin is literally just like, come on, man. How long are you guys gonna do this? And Zelensky is like, we are Ukraine. We will do this forever.
And China is just like, we're gonna do nothing and come out on top. We're gonna literally do nothing and just chill.
Yeah, and they're always like, it's always like, everybody's like, oh, well, you know, China could attack Taiwan at any moment. And China's like, yeah, but we kind of don't.
We're kind of just watching you all destroy each other.
We kind of don't need to right now. Actually, the way this is going, it's kind of working out pretty good for us. I'm seeing all of these like electric
vehicles that China's making, and I'm like, those are Why don't we have those? Those are really cheap.
And Russia got like all of its sanctions lifted the other day, or like, you know, not too long ago. So now it can
because
sell.
Trump decided to lift Russia's sanctions.
Yeah.
So
now it can sell China all the oil it needs.
So it can fund the war in Ukraine.
Yeah. Yep. You know, because
it's almost
fucking
like
good governing.
Like actions have consequences. Who would have thought?
So part of the reason why I listed Obama, other than to be contrarian to your Michelle Obama, but Barack is being dragged into a MAGA discussion because he's part of like a meme comparing his presidency to Donald's in who wore it better kind of fashion.
Oh, no.
But it's like who did it better, and it's like clearly like, you know, fucking by a mile Obama, right? But like the maggots are upset because you can't compare Donnie to Obama. It's not the same thing, you know. That's like comparing a king to a pawn. And
hey, Trump has already gotten more people killed than Hillary did with Benghazi.
I mean, and you know, when Barack was drone striking shit, we were, you know, actually taking out targets. Sure, Trump
And
got
at
Soleimani,
that time,
and
we were saying that none of this is normal. But
what
should be normal is following us at the Flood Pod on everything, and that is on everything. And a special shout out to our patrons, Enraged Peacock.
Hey, we see you keeping it cool with us at the end of the episode, Slater.
Thunder Night, hooray, yahoo!
And Andrew P.
Raymer. And if you want to follow us specifically, it is at Ziggy Starscream on Threads and Instagram. And
at Signature Doc on Threads and Instagram.
We're not on the Nazi site, sorry. Deuces!
Look, it's a flood.
The flood.
It's flooding.
Get away.
Quick, we need to get to higher ground.
Open the floodgates.
Wait, why can't we talk about black stuff?